Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to Happen iOS. And today we're going to be taking a look at GSDSP Quantum Delay. Yeah, baby, it's going to happen right here, right now. Oh, yeah. Let's get rocking and rolling. You ready for some delay, some next level modulated delay? It's all happening now. Hi, I'm Jade. Merry Christmas to all my friends in the UK, Canada, and America. It is your Christmas today. I had mine yesterday, so thank you for spending some time with me on my Christmas day. I hope you got all the things that you want. I hope you eat lots of great food. You've been around relatives that aren't assholes. And you've had a cool day, or it's evening in the UK, so starting to round up. The US, what do we got? It's getting close to the evening and lunch, a bit over lunchtime, so I hope you're eating lots of good food and all that stuff. We're back into it. It's Boxing Day here in Australia, so there's all Boxing Day sales, all this nonsense where they just want to take all that money that you just got given from your grandma. If you didn't get a pair of socks, who got socks? Did anyone get socks? Welcome to our Wart Warriors. You can become a Wart Warrior by clicking the doobly-doos down the bottom. Hello to the Mix Club. Hello to the Semtex Cow. Hello to the Brad Example, who just loves nothing more than skull every day. Thank you, Brad, for skull effing me. Hugh Caldwell, hello to you. Greg O'Sullivan is here in the house as well. Thomas Christ is out of hospital and he's on the mend. Good to hear. They held him there hostage for way too long. No vegan options. They tried to force him to eat meat. But they looked after him and he's come out and he's all well. So that's what we want. We want our Thomas Christ to be well. We need our Thomas Christ to be well. Of course we do. But what a torturous thing to have to spend Christmas in hospital. Hello, Cy-F, and Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Matthias, what's going on? Happy days, happy Christmas, and all the jazz. We've got the Ed B medals in the house. That's huge. No, Ed, I only drank 3/4 of that scotch yesterday, so yeah, I didn't have any more after that morning debacle. No more. And you know what's funny, Ed? I'm targeting you specifically, Ed. Is that I put the bottle in the cupboard last night, and guess what? Last year's bottle was still there with about this much left in it. I didn't even finish last year's Christmas bottle. So there you go. That's how much of an alcoholic I am. Tom says, just made my own food again. It was like heaven. Poor Tom, man, in a hospital and no vegan options. That's just disgusting, wrong, criminal. Fat Panda Cat, Merry Christmas to you. Who among can truly say we don't love a good... Absolutely. And there she is. I don't have any effects on my voice today, do I? Let me try one. Let's see. There she is.
My Pookie. My Pookie. My Pookie. 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 Pookie.
I forgot to set the normal effects on. So today you're my Pookie. No one else is Pookie. Happy birthday, Pookie. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a great week of stuff planned. Yeah, no, see, I set the effects to be on my other microphone, Mix Club, and I forgot to change it back before the show. Hello, Alex Bacchus. Happy holidays to you, my friend, as well. All right, we got a great week of stuff. All the shows are up for this week. If you're interested in going and setting reminders and doing all that stuff, just to let you know, they're all there. Let me tell you the rundown of what's happening. Today we're looking at GSDSP's Fantabulous Quantum Delay. There it is. There's me looking stupid as always in the top corner of the thumbnail. Lovely stuff. So that's happening today. Then tomorrow we are taking a look at Audio Things, the Space Echo Machine. So it's a week of delays, but this thing's pretty mint, just dropped. So we'll be covering this. Outer Space 2 is tomorrow's app. And then we are taking a look at this weird thing called Sector. I don't even know how to explain this. I have no idea. You're just going to have to come and see the show. It's called Sector. It's strange. It does very strange things that I don't know how to explain. Hello, Naya. There's my queen. My queen. Queen Naya. Love you, Naya. Hope you had a good Christmas or good whatever you want to call it. Love you. Love you lots. All right, so we're doing this Sector thing this week, yeah? So this is a pretty cool app. Let me tell you that. Even though I don't know what it does, I can't explain it. You'll just have to see. And then, yes, it's all happening, folks. We are celebrating the filth on Thursday, US UK time, because this idiot, Chili, is coming in the studio right here, in the studio, face to face with me. We have a desk we will set up. It'll be Joe Rogan style interview. He'll be on one side. I'll be on the other. We'll have a camera facing him, a camera facing me, and an overall camera facing the two of us. And we're going to get down and find out about the Chillmeister. And I'm going to... We're good friends, so there's going to be a lot of stupidity happening, trust me. And we're probably going to be drinking at 8 a.m. So there you go. The Chili is coming on the show for the first ever live face-to-face interview on the show, and hopefully many, many more. That would be really cool to have people come into my studio and you know, I can drug them. Yeah, Joe Rogan style. Or, you know what I prefer to say, Thomas? Joe Grogan. Anyway, right. So that's happening. And let me tell you, it's the end of the year. We do this every year here on the channel, and this will be happening on Friday. My top 20 songs of 2023. YouTube community music in no particular order. I will be covering in a show. We'll probably go for 2 hours to fit everyone in, and I'll be playing my selections of some of the favorite songs that I've heard this year that have just tickled my fancy. It's not a competition. It's not in order. And anybody who doesn't make it doesn't mean that you suck or anything like that. It's just things that tickle my fancy. All right. And that's it. Because there's been so much great music. It's ridiculous. So that is the roundup. And then I don't have a thumbnail yet, but the opening hour this week is community covers, New Year's, random wheel on the magic wheel, and I've got a guest coming into the studio to sing your covers. I'm taking the day off. I have a guest coming in just for you guys, and this person's going to sing your songs. And it's going to be awesome. You're going to have a good time. All right, let's get on with today's show and bounce Oj over to the Beat community, where every day we go here, because the Beat community rocks. They have always up-to-the-minute information about updates for iOS, desktop software, and all that jazz. And as you can see here, Audio Thing have released Outer Space 2. So this thing's been out for a long time on desktop. Very popular app. A lot of people been waiting for it, and it's a great port. It's really cool. Quantiloop upgrade has happened with a price reduction. Maze Tools, Sonoface Pro and Mutant are on offer. Beep Street's Drambo is half price. And what do we got? Beatmaker 3 is on sale. Audio Looper's free. I grabbed this yesterday. Just go grab it. It's free. It's called Audio Looper with a space in between. Go grab it. Totally free. Yonex got some apps on sale. It looks like this thing. I've been on the beta for this Music Putty. This is a voice fixer-upper. This has had an update to AUV3. It's looking really mint. We'll probably cover that next week. This thing's free too. If you haven't grabbed this, go get this. This thing's nice. Yeah? Cantoria. Now, there's an issue with it though. When you plug it as an AUV3, it doesn't work for some reason for me. Really nice. That's free. Go get it now. It's mint. But I've got a problem with it because every time I try and open it as an AUV3, look what happens. This is strange. I'm going to have to contact the developer, Cantora. Error. And then when I open it here, it says unable to execute path. Genuine software drum 80. I don't know what that is. That's a weird error. So, but it should be fixed. So don't be deterred. Go grab it for free. If that is a problem, it will be fixed. You know what I'm saying? All right, bounce back over here. What do we got? Price drops. Boom. Tish. Hello, DJ Big Red. Hello, Lux. And Pete Johns, the man with the Rodecaster Pro. Boom. Groove Rider's on sale. Pure Acid's on sale. Look at Groove Rider and Pure Acid. Huge savings. Half price. Poison 202. Red Shrike. FL Mobile Studio. Don't even consider it. It's rubbish. Thomas agrees with me. Vatnator. Vatnator SX, Vatnator Pro, Stellar, all these apps are on sale at the moment. This Audio Looper Plus, totally free, worth 99 cents, but free. Drambo's half price. Beatmaker's half price. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff on sale. Remember, it is like the Christmas, New Year sale, so lots of stuff. Genuine Sounds have apps on sale too, so the Genuine Sounds piano's on sale. Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, all the Yonex stuff is on sale too. So Galileo, Roxin Guitar Synthesizer, Tone Stack, and the in-app purchases for Tone Stack are on sale too. But we are looking at this today. This is GSDSP Quantum Delay. It is a measly $4.99, and I can't see anywhere that this is a special price. So I'm assuming this is the price all the time. And if that's the case, bravo, because this thing's worth $5. Worth a lot more, actually. It's really good. So it is available on iOS. When you purchase it as an app in the App Store, it works on iPhone and iPad. Yes, you got the same thing. That's exactly what I got, Ed. So I don't know what that is. I'll contact GSI today and ask what's happening. So yeah, it's not just me then. Thank God, it's not me. All right. But if you are wanting to get this particular app that we're looking at today, GSDSP Quantum Delay on PC or Mac, absolutely it is available here. We are at the gs-dsp.com, and you can see here on desktop it's worth $10, iOS $4.99, and so it is available on desktop. We'd like to let you all know, that you can get things on desktop as well, because not everybody's iOS. Hello, Capsulam. Happy holidays, my friend. I hope you're doing good. Good to see you. Okay, you want to see this in action? Let's make some sound, shall we? Let's open up the project I have here. So I've got a crazy little project of just some minimal sounds today, because I didn't want to do anything hardcore, because most of us may be recovering from Christmas or got a big fat belly, and let's make some minimal music. So you'll see here we've got a Spelldosa, we got a Piano Tech, we got a BS16i, we got a Wave Cloud, and we got a Digistix 2. And on all of them, we've got one of these beautiful quantum delays. What a lovely interface. So let's bring all these volumes down, and I've got running all this a bounce bud. So all the balls are bouncing. So the balls are making the music. Let's go. Hit play and see what happens. Zen. Hello, Forest. Happy holidays. Princess LDG, my dear princess. Hello, DJ Koji Keitetsu. Nice sounds, huh? So we just got Bounce Bud is just controlling all of this. We got what? 12 balls just slowly bouncing around, creating this randomness. All right. Let's open up a single track and take a look at how this thing works, because let me just say, basically, all of the GSDSP apps have recently been updated to have this new look. So the previous LFOs that they had running on this have been slightly moderated and modified and fixed up. Not fixed up, just made a little bit more not pleasing and easier to use, I think. So we're going to throw in just a spell doser because it's a nice little chiming sound to use for a demo. We're going to throw in a quantum delay in here, and I want to generate some notes just so we've got some things happening. And I might try and use MuseBud because it's new, and we'll create some stuff. We'll send this out to spell doser, and we'll try and slow this down. That's nice. There we go. So we've got a bit of space in there. Okay. So let's have a look at this interface. Now, it may look confusing, but a lot of the interface of this is exactly the same as the other GSDSP apps. Over to the left, we have some preset management. So you can import your presets, you can export and delete your presets. you can lock parameters. So you can lock the input level or output level or the dry wet mix. And you'll notice straight away with our dry wet mix over here, there's a little lock that you can just get to easy if you want to make sure that doesn't change, because there's a hell of a lot of randomization in this app. You can change the language. Very good stuff, GSDSP. They put a lot of different languages in here. So we've got Japanese tooltips, Korean, Russian, Thai, Turkish, Irish, Greek, lots of Farsi, Chinese, Arabic. So good stuff. You can enable the tooltips. So let's do that as well. And when you've got tooltips enabled, you get this little bar down the bottom. So anything you kind of touch gives you a little readout of what this does. This is across all of their apps, which is fantastic. We love that. Anything that makes it easier to understand. Here is your version number. Nice. You can turn on and off the tips up here too. So you've got that power there. A and B. So you can set a preset and then shoot that across to a inactive patch. And you can bounce between these patches. So this is a common thing with, you know, audio hardware bouncing presets. So that's nothing new, but this again isn't all their stuff. Here is where you will find the preset menu. When you click on this little menu, you get all the built-in presets, and whatever you save will go into your user presets. You can click left and right, the little arrows here, to go through presets. Now, the presets in here are wonderful. They're quite over the top. We'll see if any of them kick in. We'll try another one here. And you can see this is the name of the preset, and this is the section that the preset is in. So you can see here, we've got Christian Vogel, Data Broth, Explore, and Basic. So these are all your presets, so you know exactly where you're at. You can create a new preset by hitting the plus, and it will generate a name for you, like low floating sound. You can delete this, do another one, hit the plus, lazy malt pacarana. And that's how you can create your presets. You can save new presets as well. You got a little check mark to save them. Let's talk about randomization. So you've got 3 kinds of randomization: simple, medium, and crazy. Let's do a simple. Let's do a medium. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Let's do another medium. And you've got this extreme. Hello, Leela. Leela just had a fantastic live stream like she does every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before me. And had an awesome premiere. Today's featured artist is Robbie Stingle. You'll see up the top. We're going to end the show with Robbie Stingle today. Let's go another full-on parameters. So a lot of parameters get changed when you do this. Let's add a few more notes in here. Now, the beautiful thing is, next to, so you've got your light, medium, and heavy randomization. Then we have these little arrows here. This allows you to go in and decide what gets randomized. So anything that's lit up like this will get affected in the randomization. You can go in here and turn these off. I might not want any of these to be randomized, so none of those. And then we click off, and then when you hit random, none of those ones that we have selected will be affected. So you're basically locking and unlocking what you want to be affected. And of course, on the far right, you have this on-off switch. So turn that off. The effect is turned off. Okay, so let's go now from left to right. So we have here the option to use a tape delay. So this adjusts how, we'll click on it again so you can see, adjusts how the delay changes takes place. Try it again. Temporary change the playback speed and the fade switch. The fade switch is immediately applying a short fade between the delays. We also have, let's go back to our init patch now that we're getting a bit groovy. We've got our default patch. This just brings everything back to 0. Now these are sections. So we've got this section, and this section here. 3 sections. They all have this little looping button here. And when you add this, it gives you a stereo effect. Now it's coming through in stereo already when we turn this off, but this gives you the opportunity to split the delays into stereo instead of just having a single stereo delay. Same thing with the fade. So I can now change this right side to a 5th tuplet 8th, and this one to a 5th tuplet 12th. So if you've got headphones on, hopefully you'll hear this bouncing of our delays. And of course we can sync both of these. So they were sunk. When they're lit up, they're sunk. And when they're unsunk, you can go up to, 3 seconds? And all the way down to 20 milliseconds. You've got a fine tune for seconds. And to turn sync back on, of course, that will sync up to your DAW's BPM. Also, you've got the option within each of these to add triplets, regular, dotteds, or 5th tuplets. At any time, one will always, I think, can you turn them all off? No. So if you try and turn them all off, one will always be selected. It will always go back to the regular, right? Or you can turn them all on. Now currently this is going through a left and right. So we've got a left or a right. We can single this out and make it all go through the left. Or just the right. Or we can do both. You've got your input under here. So you can give that some more volume. That's your input that's going into the effect. And let's go over to our fade delay. So this is the fade delay. So this fade delay is more of like a digital delay, more of a more modern delay compared to the tape, which is, you know, more a tape delay. It is a tape delay. I like the tape. While it's doing its ringing thing, we've hit our halfway point for the show. You guys know what I do now. YouTube is ad supported and I have to run an ad every day. So if you are if you sign up to YouTube Premium, you'll probably miss the ad. If you'd like to avoid the ad, you can do so. Not everyone will get served the ad. It has been served. And we will wait for you to come back if you get an ad. And we will continue on with the pleasant sounds of these wonderful bells. The bells, the bells, the bells. You all doing okay in the chat? Everyone all right? You all rocking and rolling? Are you all full as a boot? Have you eaten too much? Has anyone thrown up yet? Oh, everyone's talking about weed, right? There I see. Everyone got your kush. All the stoners have got their weed out. They've had their Christmas lunch. And they're all just like hitting the bong now. Boom. Yeah. Look at this. You fucking drug addicts. Okay, let's talk about the middle section. This is the filter here in the middle. So you can do a stereo filter, and you see that splits into our filter. To show you this, I'm going to turn up the dry wet mix all the way to wet. So now all we're hearing is the reverb, is the delay, yeah? So within here, we can change the hertz of this is our filter. Once we're on, we've got a phase invert. So we've got a filter type. We can go between a low pass. We can go between a low pass, a high pass, and a band pass. Let me put this to wet mix. Let's go with our high pass. And we can change the slope of our filter. So we can get a nice, really dark, dirty filter in there. Bring the mix back. And as I said, you can create a stereo effect of this. So dual filters, you can do a phase invert if you'd like. 180-degree phase invert, so it shifts the filters. We haven't even got to the LFOs. You wait till we get there. That's when shit gets crazy. So our last section here is the feedback. Let's turn up the feedback. Now this is where shit gets cool. Again, this can be split, so we can have a left and right feedback. We can change the feed, so we can send the channel to right first or left first. We can change the feedback type, so we've got a percentage or dBs. Nice. And here's where it gets really filthy. This thing is nuts. You got to really have some control over this one. So you'll see this little section here. When we turn this on, this overrides the feedback and maxes it out. So get ready, it's going to go wild. It's just going to start self-modulating. We leave it there long enough, it will self-modulate. And if things get a little too wild, there's this knife here. This is the kamikaze. So if shit gets too crazy, you just hit the knife and it'll turn everything off like that. Instant feedback killer. So sorry, the phase invert is for this section. I'm a dick. Let's kill it. And then once that's turned off, it goes back to using your own feedback control. Of course, you've got panning. So you've got your panning here. You've got a stereo width as well. Nice little stereo width. Turn it all the way down, it's in mono. Turn it all the way up, it's wide stereo. Double click to bring your panning back. Dry wet mix. There's your wet mix. There's your dry mix. And an overall output. Cool. So we understand all this section. Let's get into the fun stuff, because this is where it gets really bonkers. We have down here, now this is all new. In the original GSDSP apps, it had a little control down here. But now the control pops up in like a menu system, a step-by-step menu system. You'll see how this works. It's very clever, much needed. When I want to add some modulation, I hit a box and we're presented with this. Let's zoom in a bit. And you get to choose a modular kind and pick from a selection of presets for each kind. You can use the question mark to understand, but we've got an LFO, a random, a follower, a 2D LFO, a 2D random, a 2D strange attractor, and a macro. Let's just use a normal LFO to kick off. So the way it works is when you choose one, it moves to the next box and gives you another set of selections. So here we are. We've got our LFO. What do we want? A sine, cosine, triangle. So you've got all these options. We'll go for a simple sine. And you can see in this little window, our LFO is moving. We've got the wave happening. From here, we can sync it on and off. We can change the hertz. We can change it to type, right? Our BPM type, triplets, dotted, whatever you want, and the divisions. So you can see our little LFO's going bonkers, but currently our LFO isn't being sent anywhere yet. We can change the phase, the skew, so the skew moves it left and right, the phase of it. We can see that we can change the phase of it, but it needs to go somewhere. And this is where this little button here comes into play. You click on this and it gives you all these places you can send it to. So let's move this to here and we're off. Let's slow down this LFO. We can add this to whatever we want. Let's throw it over to the pan as well. Now you can see we have two things being modulated. Hello, Laurie's mishmash. You come for a little bit of Dick Insider.
I feel like it's New Year's Eve and I'm like, I gotta get off.
It's never going to go away, Laurie. All right, so how do we control the level of LFO being sent here? They've added this new section here where you can stretch this out and decide how wide you want it and then where you want it to actually happen. And if I want to add another LFO, we can do so as well, because you've got 8 slots for LFOs. Let's try one of these. These are rad. These are 2D LFOs. And look at the shapes here. We've got all these crazy shapes. We've got a love heart. Let's do the love heart one. And you'll notice with the love heart, you get an XY for this particular one. So we can send the X somewhere. Click on here. We'll send the X to here. And we'll send the Y to our feedback. And now our little love heart is going around. So you have a hell of a lot of options for LFOs. You can go bonkers and send them wherever the hell you want. It's completely up to you. We can send it to the dry web. You can see, you can send this bloody everywhere. What else do we have? We've got a follower. So in your followers, you can send it to the, you can do a amplitude follower, a pitch follower. Let's do a pitch follower. We'll do a fine tune here. Turn down the amount. Which can be used for side chaining. So we've got three LFOs running. You've got a global bypass if you want to turn them all off. What else we got? Random. Look at these 2D strange attractors. Let's have a look at these. So we've got a Lorenz attractor. And you'll notice in here, we can change, see how I'm dragging this up and it's actually affecting down here. So you've got two ways you can change these. Down here, or when you're in the section, you can get in there and when you hold down on these, it zooms in so you can see what you're actually doing. So this is a much better setup than what they had on the original apps. And if you go back and look at all the rest of their apps, they've added this new modulation thing inside all the rest of their apps. So it's wicked. Pretty nice, huh? It's a bit bonkers what we're listening to now, but I'm just giving you an example. Shall we run through some presets? Oh yeah, if you want to clear any of these too, let's just cover that. You've got a little bin down here. You select the one you want to clear, hit the bin, it's gone. Select what you want. You can change it from in here as well. So if you don't like this one, you can just hit this little section here and you can reset it up. And there you've got a brand new. And you've got options to change these like a random circle. As I said, you can turn individual ones off too. So you just click on them, turn them off as you like. Alrighty. So that's the new modulation system in here. Really good stuff. Now, remember, too, these guys have a free, I'm pretty sure it's free. Is it MMM or something like that? GSD. I don't know if I have it installed. I thought it was called MMM or something. See if I can find it here. Yeah. Triple M and MMM. I don't know why. Oh, because they're effects. So, this is, I think this one's free. It's called Triple M. MMM. M? Is it just this one? I can't tell. I can't remember if this one's free. But this is virtually the modulation that you see in here. What's the other one? Let me have a look. Quickly. GSDSP. So this one's the free one. I don't have it. So you can grab this one. It's basically the modulation in just a standard in a little AUV3 by itself, if that's what you're into as well. That's free. The little triple M, quadruple M. Very nice. Shall we run through some presets? So let's run through some presets. Okay. I'll shut up and just run through some presets. So really good for some drones and stuff too, yeah? You can create some fucking hellscapes with this thing. Take innocent bells and turn them into hell. One could say hell's bells. Hey, Costa. Happy Boxing Day. There you go. What do you think? Good fun stuff. Really nice app, you know. I'm doing very minimal stuff with it today, just so you can actually hear what's going on. But yeah, look, it's a very solid app too. So worth. If you don't think this is worth $5, I don't know what to tell you. But do you need it? That's up to you to decide, because apps aren't Pokemon, as I say. Only the apps that can help you make something creative. You know, you already have within you the talent and the skill to make fantastic music. I'm just here to show you what an app does, not to tell you to buy it. You make your own decisions. So then you can't leave me comments calling me an asshole when you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Good stuff. I think it's great. I think all of their apps are really fantastic. They put in a lot of work and make the interfaces look really nice. If we just go over here quickly, do a search for GSD. Where are we? I'm sure I have there. Here we go. Magic Blur and Magic Delay. Let's load this up. So you can see the difference here with they've gone in with the older apps. Oops, I don't have the screen up. So here's Magic Blur. You can see they've gone in and added the same new section for their older version of the app. So you've got all the new interface in the old version of Magic Blur, Magic Delay. So yeah, it's completely been updated. Fantastic stuff. It's good to see when developers go back, and if they update a brand new app with some easy, nicer functionality, then they go back and fix the other apps that are similar. I like it. Thumbs up. Anyway, tomorrow, as I said at the start of the show, what do we got tomorrow? We're taking a look at a new audio thing app, Outer Space 2. So that's what we're doing tomorrow, yeah? All I've got to do now is to tell you to enjoy today's featured artist. This is my friend and your friend, Robbie Stingle. Now, he released this song on his channel, and Valerie Bart went away, took the song, reworked it, repackaged it, and put it out on her channel. There's a pinned comment up the top. Go and support Robbie Stingle. In the last hour, he's had 2.5 million views. If he was here, he'd tell you that too. Anyway, so go and support our friend Robbie. We're going to play this track. I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to tell you what I tell you every day here on the channel. Remember to do the things that make you happy, and the mistakes will make you better, and we can all rise together. Let's go out, play a bit of Robbie Stingle, and I'll automatically dump you over to Pete Johns, whose show's starting in about an hour's time. Yeah, and you can go and hang out with Pete for Boxing Day with his new Rodecaster Pro 2. All right, let's do it. Let's get out of here. Love you all. Robbie Stingle. Oh, yeah.
we'll all rise together. 'Cause you make me shine, baby.